affirmations. Honestly, if you don't wake up each and every day saying, I'm so happy and grateful now that, right, speaking the things into existence, it's not a good chance it's going to happen for you, right? It's not really a good chance it's going to happen for you. Can we get some affirmations? This is something I do every single morning. I write down affirmations. I speak it out loud. That's why, you know, when I had this shift, right, and some of the things you're going to learn today, when I had this shift, more results started coming to my life. I was able to help other people get more results, right? I am wealthy. I am hungry. I am successful, right? I am grateful, right? This is very, very important. You can walk up and down the street, and it's crazy because many people don't have goals. They don't have affirmations. They don't even know what affirmations are, right? And we have to switch this you know, mindset we have in this world, and it can make a lot more successful people. So we're going to jump right into it, right? For those of you who do not know me on this call, I know many of us are back from last week, right? My name is Curtis Thompson, right? Current entrepreneur, business owner, right? Doing it all, right? Doing it all. I really am so grateful to have this call for a second week straight, right? Shout out to Mr. Brian and Madison. We have a special guest on the call, right? For all of those that you are new, right? For all those that are new, we have a multi-millionaire, right? Going towards his first billion, Mr. Brian and Madison. Right? So every single person on this call, we're almost, right? Every single person. I think I'm going chairwoman. We need it. We need it. I think it's very, can we just drop some thank yous in the chat, right? For Mr. Brian and Madison, just coming back for a second week. He told me all about his schedule and how he had to switch this around and how he had to make things happen. Just can we drop thank you in the chat? This is a multi-millionaire, honestly. And this is somebody I'll be working with long time for the long run. Right? He's just been able to work with me together, work with me one-on-one, helping me not only improve myself, but giving me sauce, giving me information to give back to others. This is somebody that understands impact. Understand he's a multi-millionaire. Like the money is going to keep coming in simply because he's impacted lives. That's really what it's about, right? That's really what it's about. He's someone with 8, 9 revenue streams, right? I can go on and on. Like I can literally go on and on, but I think it's just amazing that we have him on the call for a second straight week, right? Many of us are looking for the information he's going to be able, you know, deliver today. So I don't want to waste any time. I don't want to waste any time, Brian. A lot of people have been, you know, texting me, calling me about this call, and then they're ready to go.
Awesome. Love it, brother. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, first of all, guys, sincere apologies for last week. We broadcast all over the world from my office here, and I've never had, we had a lightning strike or something funky happen. It was pretty crazy. So for those of you that came back, you know, you deserve the best I can give, and that's why we came back. I can't really say it any other way. You guys deserve the best I can give, and I'm really just happy and blessed to be here with you guys. And if you're new, if you didn't come here last week, then again, get ready to drink from a fire hose, get a notepad out, because we're gonna bring the heat. This is recorded too, so we're gonna get this out to all you guys. Anybody that registered anyway, we're gonna shoot this out to you guys. And Curtis, as I mentioned, you'll be able to use this for your team going forward as a trainer. We're gonna do a few things here. We're going to get into the industry of network marketing a little bit, mindset, of course, but also some mechanical things. And this is what you guys didn't get to see last week, is some methods of operation, some simple things that you can do to just absolutely light up your business. So let's get into it, guys. And again, wealth is 95% mindset and only 5% what you do. I want you to really think about this. This is not a number I'm just making up. It's 95% mindset. Look at your top leaders. Look at Alex. Look at David, right? Look at these guys. They're studying with Bob. I study with Bob. Mindset. You hear them all the time, but what does this really mean, right? And we're going to dig deep into that today. And just think about it. You could be a stock trader on the New York Stock Exchange. I know you guys are traders here, but think about the ones in London and on a stock exchange in New York. And you could be a stock trader like this, or you could be like Mr. Warren Buffett. I mean, ideally, he's a stock trader, right? A company trader. He trades companies. But ideally, he's in the same vertical, but he has a different mindset. You know, Jeff Bezos had a record-setting day. He earned $13 billion in 2 hours last Tuesday. Set a record, most money earned in a day so far, right? So everything is mindset. It's not your business or the industry. That's already proven out. I mean, my goodness, you guys have one of the most amazing companies on the planet. So think about that. It's not, like Curtis said, it's the person in the mirror, but that's a freeing thing. Don't look at that as a scary thing. That's a freeing thing, right? Some of you guys, I'm in real estate. You could be in real estate like these people here. Or you could be like my buddy, Uncle G, and you could be in real estate riding, pony riding jet engines. But he's in real estate. And it's just a different mindset. What do you believe is possible? Well, anything's possible. There's no such thing as big or small. That's all an illusion, right? I just told you 100 grand a month, 100 grand a week. That's not big or small. Jeff Bezos, 13 billion in 2 hours. I mean, Warren Buffett, $37 million a day, right? And it's not all about the money, guys. It's about stripping away limiting beliefs that have been given to you by other people. That's the deal. You did not choose your beliefs. And you could be in network marketing. You guys are in network marketing, like the ocean of people here. Or you could be in network marketing like Alex, right? He's in the same company you guys are in, same tools, same everything, same planet, right? Different mindset. This is how important mindset is. And for those of you that registered, you're going to get the recording. I would listen to this once a month, like forever, until you hit Chairman 100, 500, 750, whatever you want. It's the repetition, right? That's why it's not a big deal that it didn't go down. You guys got half a webinar last week. Well, you're going to get the repetition of the first half again. And everything is repetition. All right, guys, so mindset, mindset, mindset. And I want to give you a little bit of gas for yourselves about the industry of network marketing. Most of you understand Forex. It's one of the largest wealth transferring vehicles on the planet, right? It's in the trillions. But you don't understand network marketing. You don't understand what you're holding in your hand because so very few people are professionals in the industry. But network marketing is over $200 billion a year industry. Think about that. It's bigger than Amazon, right? More millionaire network marketers, right, are created than millionaire realtors. Think about that. Like realtors, that's everybody thinks that's a very reputable global profession, right? But there's more millionaire network marketers than there are millionaire realtors, right? And you guys have a recession-proof business. Like understand what you hold in your hands with IML and IM Academy, right? Recession-proof. Forex trading doesn't care if the economy's booming or not. You're just looking for swings in currencies, and you can shift and move. And as long as you have a system, which you guys do, you got the keys to the kingdom, right? I mean, none of my other companies are recession-proof except my network marketing company, right? That's why I build it still. And guys, I want you to understand what network marketing did for me, and you'll understand this, like Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins. Like there's some people that came from the network marketing industry. It's a gateway into entrepreneurship, and it was the gateway for me. And then since then, we've developed multiple companies. When I decided to pursue network marketing, that's how I met Bob Proctor many years ago. If I hadn't gone to the GoPro Mastery and met him, my whole life would be, I mean, who knows what, you just don't know. But when I met Bob, I was able to scale my construction company from $1 million to 10 million in 12 months. Think about that. And I started in network marketing and became the top recruiter in the company. And I don't say that to impress you. You're getting the same information that I got many years ago, right? This is not my information. I've just been a really good student. And since then, we've developed a software company, a clothing company. We have the consulting company, we have a gaming company, luxury gaming. So we have all these companies, and I'm the number 2 earner in our network marketing company too, because of the information. It's not because of me, right? I'm just a really good student. And what does that mean? A good student just does what? They do things repetitively. They study, 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 do. They disconnect from results. They don't care what their neighbors are saying or their mom is saying or their spouse is saying. Faith is knowing. It's not wondering, right? So understand the industry of network marketing. And like I said to you guys, there's most global thought leaders. I'm talking like the Ray Dalios and the Warren Buffetts out there and the Richard Bransons. They recommend network marketing. Now, they're not in network marketing, but they recommend it for the masses, the average person that maybe didn't get the Mark Zuckerberg spark to build that initial millions, right? Now, it's not a lottery ticket. It's a business. It's a global business. And if you do certain things in a certain way, like we're going to show you here, you can generate that initial capital, and then you can get into real estate, other companies, just a whole host of things. You can get the keys to the kingdom. You get that residual income going. All right, but don't be out there telling people it's a lottery ticket. It's easy. It's not easy, but it's very profitable, and there's no income ceiling. So you're going to work hard anyway. I don't care if you're a roofer or a plumber or a network marketer, right? You're going to work hard anyway. You're going to bust your ass anyway to make $1. Why not leverage? Why not scale? Why not build, right? Why not get into that M3 income? Network marketing is where you can learn leadership, public speaking, teaching, coaching, training, and you're getting paid for it. Even if you're only making $100 a month, excuse me, you're getting paid. Think about going to college, $100,000, $200,000, 4 years, 6 years, no income. All your money goes out. And by the end of your 4 to 6 or 8 years, you're lucky to make 50K in those initial years, even like 90 or 100K as a surgeon, as a doctor, right? And they're paying off, $500,000 in debt. So think about that. You'd be better off taking that 200K and buying some properties and starting a network marketing company, right? But this is where you can learn some of these things. So make sure you guys are posturing up about the industry. Don't let people push you around about what this is. And if you're brand new, just get educated. You don't have to be making, 10 grand a month or 100 grand a month to posture up about your industry. You can use this slide deck here, right? And you get paid while you're learning. This is like entrepreneur school, man. This is like entrepreneur college. That's what you guys are doing, especially you new guys, right? Guys, think about this. 96% of all the wealth in the world is earned by 1% of the population. Think about that. I don't make these numbers up. That tells you that the school system, society, everything we're doing is not designed to build wealth. It's designed to build employees, right? And employees go to work, and there's nothing wrong with being an employee. I was an employee for about 15 years in engineering, worked for General Electric, and we need that stuff, right? But it's not designed to build wealth. So if you want to get wealthy, you can't be an employee. Does that make sense? But why is this? Why are only 1% of people winning? Right? And think about this. Even in what we're doing here with this global industry, Forex trading, what happens, you guys probably know this, money moves around, right? Money moves from the 95% of the people that don't know what they're doing, that are not in IM Academy, and they're just winging it or getting some advice from nobody, right? Because they didn't invest in themselves. It moves from the 95% of people to the 5% that are patient and following a system. Well, you got the system, but are you patient? Now, patience is a mindset. That's a mindset. It's 100% mindset. Patience is not being emotional. Emotion is energy in motion. You can't be emotional and be a successful trader. Those two things don't coexist. If you're emotional, you start to let me double down on this one. Like Luke's on fire, let me double down. That's emotion, that's gambling, right? You have a system, you follow the system, you get your 50 pips, right? And you compound. It's never about the dollar that you earn, it's about the percentage that you earn. And I think you guys know that from your system. Right, guys? So just understand this, and we're going to work on the mindset piece of this. Now, the reason why so many people are failing in so many industries is we are simply not taught how to build wealth in schools, right? Think about that. We're not taught how to build wealth. You're taught a little English, a little math, a little history, a little science. They're teaching you to be a teacher. And you got people making 50K a year, right? They can't teach you how to make 50K a day or a month or residual. It's not their fault either. It's not the school system's fault. I'm not here to beat up on school systems. They're working in a broken system. I'm just here to give you some facts and some truth, right? That's why our company's called the Matrix Success Network, because we're giving you the red pill. And the truth is the truth is the truth, right? So we're not taught decision-making. We're not taught self-image. Do you have the image of a chairman 500 or a chairman 750? Do you have that image, right? Wealth building. You can teach a 15-year-old kid to get a part-time job, save up a few bucks. By the time they're 18, they could go buy their first 3-family building, right? And live in one floor, rent out the other 2, and be cash flow positive without ever going to college. Like wealth building. And we can teach kids this. This is not rocket science. This is just not taught. And then, of course, paradigms, guys. So we're going to focus on paradigms right now. And we're going to get you guys going into what a paradigm is, how it got there, and more importantly, how to rewire it. So, guys, type a 1 in the chat if this is resonating so far. Love to see if we're hitting home here. Where's my people? Where's my people? Nice, nice, nice. Makes sense though, doesn't it? Right? And it's, again, there's no blame here. We want to stop looking backwards to run forwards. Like don't try to figure that out. Just focus all your energy on what do you want. And that's really the deal. Right? So a paradigm is a set of mental programs that have almost exclusive control over your habitual behavior. I'm going to say that differently. A paradigm are mental programs given to you by other people controlling all of your results. That's what behavior is. Habitual behavior is physical result. All right? Hey, I know I go fast. It's like drinking from a fire hose. You're going to get a recording of this. I want to get as much in as I can. So we'll make sure we get the recording out to Curtis as well, and he can get it out to you guys, all right? But we have these mental programs given to us by our environment. Now, I can prove this to you. Imagine this. Imagine you had grown up with Warren Buffett as your father. Whoever you are, wherever you are now, whatever age you are, imagine you grew up as Warren Buffett's son or daughter. And I don't know if Warren's a good guy or a bad guy. I haven't met him yet. But think about where you'd be financially, right? In the environment of billionaires, like $80 billion, right? You guys would be billionaires at age, 25. So it's very easy to see. This isn't you guys. It's not you. It's not your fault. It's just programs for the environment. We're going to change some of those programs right here and now. So, but I want you to understand this, right? A paradigm is a set of programs. It's like, just like an operating system in a computer or your phone, right? You guys all have operating systems, and the the computer can only perform and it can only access the programs that are in the operating system. If you have Word, Excel, PowerPoint, like your computer can't give you ice cream. It doesn't have the mechanics or the programs to give you ice cream, but it can do a Word document. It can go online, right? It can never outperform itself in what's programmed, and you are identical to this. Does this make sense, guys? So whenever you hear the word paradigm, substitute it for a set of programs in your subconscious mind that are causing all of your results. So Chairman 750 is just a set of programs. Speaking the English language is also a set of programs. It's no different. Now, consciously, you may reject that. You say, well, no, it's easy to speak English. No, it isn't. Brand new baby can't speak English, right? If you're born in China, you know Chinese, you come to America, you could be 50 years old and it'd be impossible. Like, you got to learn that through repetition. That's all Chairman 750 is, guys. It's a set of programs that you learn over time. It's only your limiting beliefs and your emotions that are clouding your ability. Right? You blow an account. Oh, I just blew my account. So what? People spend 200 grand on college and they don't even get a job in their field. So why are you twisted about losing $1,000 blowing your account when you're learning, right? You're just learning. You're paying for information. Ooh, don't do that again. Thank God it was only 1,000 instead of 100,000, right? I've taken multiple six-figure hits in traditional business, but that's how you get to 7, 8, and 9 figures. Make sense? The blown account, right? So yeah, walking is a program. You didn't know how to walk when you were born. Smoking, for those of you that are smokers, right? Smoking is not a physical habit. It's the physical expression of a mental program. I'm going to say that again. Smoking is not a physical habit. It's a mental program expressed through your body physically, right? Now, the subconscious mind is 1,000,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind as a data storage center. Think about this. This is why habits, once they're there, can be hard to unwire and rewire. But you do this with the spaced repetition of emotionalized ideas, right? So think about this. Smoking is just a habit. So if anybody here smokes, you just got to get a new program. Affirmations, like Curtis said, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm living in a perfectly healthy body as intended by God and nature. Don't make an affirmation like this, guys. Don't say I'm so happy and grateful that I quit smoking. That's not a good affirmation. That's a negative affirmation. Don't make an affirmation that I'm so happy and grateful I'm out of debt. That's a negative affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful now that I've easily and effortlessly achieved the rank of Chairman 750. That's a good affirmation. What happens at Chairman 750? Are you in debt anymore? Right? The debt naturally goes away calmly, easily, effortlessly if we're focused on what we want. If you're focused on debt, the subconscious mind hears debt, causes the body, go create some more debt. That's the way it works, guys. It's a cybernetic mechanism. Subconscious mind doesn't know good from bad, big from small, doesn't know smoking from wealth building. Wealth building is a language like Chinese. Y'all just need to learn it. Does that make sense, guys? Type a 7 in the chat if that makes sense. Because it's only your perception of this that's gonna hold you back. It's not hard to build wealth. You might think it is because up until now, maybe you haven't done it, but try learning Chinese. But guess what? If you made a decision to learn Chinese and you got the audio tapes and you practiced every day, you're going to learn Chinese, aren't you? Wealth building is just another language that you might not know yet. That's all. So let's simplify things, guys. Let's do the work. Daily spaced repetition of taking action, right? I'm going to show you more about that. In Forex trading, yes, it's a set of programs, just like everything else in life, guys. All right, so I'm going to teach a little bit about levels of awareness, and everybody has levels of awareness. They're like radio frequencies on a radio, right? If you guys remember what a radio is, tuning into AM, FM stations, frequencies. When I send my phone number, if I send a text to Curtis, his phone has a certain frequency. It's very specific and unique to him. It's 1 out of billions, right? So nobody else is going to get that text because I'm sending to his frequency. That's what a level of awareness is. And guys, $50,000 a year is a level of awareness. It's not good or bad or big or small. It's just a level of awareness. And nobody's earning $50K a year because that's what they want to earn. They're earning $50K a year because that's what they're aware of how to earn. Does that make sense? Guys, type a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Levels of awareness. Not good or bad. It's not big or small. It's not your fault. There's no blame, right? You just want to calm down to speed up. Calm your mind, master your mind to speed up. All right, guys, 100K a month or a year. It's not good or bad. It's not big or small. right? You got somebody 23 years old at Chairman 750. We all know the translation of that one, right? 250,000 a year is not good or bad or big or small. It's a level of awareness. And nobody is earning 250,000 a year because that's what they want. Think about this. Now, they may be comfortable. They may have settled into it. And they may be living, but that's not what they want to earn. That's what they're aware of how to earn, right? And you might be here at 50K and you might want to get to 250. We got to make a decision, number one, and then you can't worry about the how, right? If you're making 50K a year right now and you want to get to 250, you're worried about the how, I'm going to hit you with this one. You want to write this one down. If you knew how to make 250 a year, you'd already be doing it. If you knew how to get the Chairman 100, you'd already be there. So guys, you got to fall in love with the fact you're never going to know how. You just need to make a decision and take daily measurable action in a high vibration, a faith-based gratitude vibration. All right, guys, so $500,000, $1 million, $5 million a year, $5 million a month. It doesn't really matter. I'm working one-on-one with one of your guys, Luke Longmire, and his goal is $5 million a month in the short term through multiple revenue sources. And that is a place, that is a frequency, right? Warren Buffett, 37 million a day. So 5 million a month, is it a big deal, little deal? I don't know. It's just a deal, right? But that's an awareness. That the money's here, right? I'm just teaching Luke how to become aware, how to raise his level of vibration to get on the frequency of the revenue sources that are at 5 million a month. Does that make sense, guys? So here's how you raise your level of awareness. Number one, you study for your mind every single day, something, right? Study this again. We have Mindset Masters. I'll show you what that is. Study Think and Grow Rich. Study something for your mind. Study your craft. This is IML Academy. This is your tools. You know, half-hour a day, study your craft, right? And then the number three thing is to take daily measurable action. Guys, how many people are you asking, are you open to taking a look at my business? If not, no big deal. Hey, Frank, man, I see you're an electrician. Listen, I got something that might be able to help you out, build up a little bit of a retirement plan since you're an electrician, you don't have that. Would you be open to taking a look at my business? If not, no worries, no big deal. I'd still love to connect. How many times are you asking the question, are you open to taking a look at my business? If not, no big deal. That's the only thing you guys should be measuring. That one thing, right? If you're taking daily measurable action, you're studying your mind, you're studying your craft, day after day, this is how you start to raise the level of awareness. That's how it's done. Those three things. And number four is you got to surrender to the process. Stop worrying. Worrying is like praying for what you don't want. Worrying is self-sabotage. What you want to do is supersaturate your mind with gratitude and your goal, and that's it. Now, here's the deal. You'll get to that goal, right? Your guy, Bryce, hit the goal, right? And once you get there, he's going to realize, man, I could have set my goal here. I could have set my goal for 10 million a month or a year, whatever, right? There is no big or small, guys. Think about this. There's no big or small. The earth itself is not big or small until you compare it to a golf ball or the entire universe. Let that one sink in. Big and small, that's an illusion. Subconscious mind doesn't know big or small. Consciously, you guys are labeling things. Chairman 100, oh my God, it's so big. Well, if you think that, then you're never going to hit it. You have to minimize that. Like, why wouldn't you get the Chairman 100? All you got to do is these three things every day, and you're going to hit it. Does that make sense, guys? Type an 8 in the chat if this is making sense. We're getting some aha moments here. Hopefully, we're dropping some bombs on you guys. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Love it, love it. Awesome. Well, take a look at this picture, guys. And if you were here last week, no cheating. This is for the new people. Take a look at this picture and tell me in the chat, what do you guys think this is? What do you guys think this is? What does this represent to you guys? What does this represent to you guys? New life, me, I like that. Youth, me, new opportunity, potential, knowledge. Love it, love it, love it. Fresh, yeah, fresh start, right? Yeah, most of you got this, right? This is you at your current level of awareness. Call it current income. This is me too, by the way. My short-term goal is 10 million a month from multiple revenue sources in profit, not in gross income, but in profit. So this is me too, compared to Jeff Bezos, right? My level of awareness, I look like this little baby. Now think about this, right? When you were born, brand new little baby, imagine if your parents set your clothes next to you at 3 months old and said, okay, little Curtis, here's your clothes, man. Get dressed. Curtis would have been bobbling his head. Curtis might have crapped his diaper or eaten the clothes, but he wasn't getting dressed. Think about this. And we would even use the word impossible. Impossible. 1,000 times out of 1,000, that baby's not getting dressed. The baby's not aware of how to get dressed. It's not even aware of how to operate its arms and legs yet. Can't speak yet. Guys, I want you to think about this. I'm guessing that you're not all sitting around this webinar naked, right? You're not sitting at home naked right now, are you? Drop a 1 in the chat if you are naked. Right? But you learned at some point you learned to do the impossible. Think about this. Really let this sink in, guys. You learned to do something impossible at one point. But here's the difference. As a baby, you don't have all the limiting beliefs about what's possible and not. So you'll learn anything. If you were with Warren Buffett, you'd already be a billionaire. You just weren't. And that's not good or bad. It just is what it is, right? Awesome, guys. Awesome. So play along with me here in the chat again. What do you think this is? What does this represent to you guys? What does this represent to you guys? A mess, level up, growth. What else? What is this? Learning? Yeah, learning. My life. Attempts? Yeah, attempts for sure. Learning, new awareness. Yeah, this is still you. This is you maybe 3 months from now. Blowing accounts. I was looking for that. Yeah, this is you blowing accounts, right? But take a look at the expression on this baby's face. Is this baby feeling sorry for itself? Is it complaining and whining and, I've been at this thing for 6 months, man. I just lost money. Like nobody's joining, right? Is this baby feeling bad for herself? No, the baby's having fun. Here is the secret to life. Here's the secret to this whole webinar. Guys, you have to enjoy the ride. I promise you, getting to 100K a month is not that big a deal. When you get there, you're going to be like, okay, what's next? Now, don't get me wrong. It'll feel good, but it ain't like you're thinking. It's not at all like you're thinking. It's the dreaming. It's the journey. It's all this stuff you're doing now. It's the tasting the 100K a month, right? Think about that. It's the journey. You got to have fun. You got to enjoy the ride, because if you're not enjoying the ride, what you're telling me is I'm in a low vibration expecting high vibration results. Let that one sink in. If you guys are twisted and like, oh my God, like I might be quitting, you're in a low vibration. Like you're not building a team. You're not succeeding at anything in low vibration. Low vibration thoughts, low vibration physical results. That's why so many people stay stuck in life. They don't get this one key thing. You got to learn to enjoy a blown account as much as a successful account. And what's the lesson? Harvest the good, forgive the rest, right, guys? And I know that they teach this to you, and you know you should be paper trading, and you know you shouldn't be gambling, and you know you shouldn't take a trade and double or triple down on it because this one you have a good feeling, right? So you guys know this stuff, but I want you to live it and breathe it, right? Be proud of the blown accounts. There must be some lesson there. Does that make sense, guys? And here's the last thing I want you to get, guys. None of this is your fault, and let that one sink in. Where you are now, right? Where you are now is not your fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's not the schools. It's not your spouse, not your kids. It's not your fault either. You weren't in charge of the programming, and the people that programmed you were not aware of what they were doing. It's not their fault. Does this make sense, guys? So stop blaming. Stop looking for the answers. You're wasting time and energy. Only focus on where you're going and being in a high vibration. 2 things. And I'm talking 24/7, 365. Get yourself in a state of gratitude. Look for what's good in your life and get to work. Simple, simple, simple. And put your head down for 12 months and don't pick it up. That's how millionaires are born. That's how these guys are doing it at such a young age, right? If you know Alex's story, the dude was focused at age 19. He wasn't out, doing the things all the other 19-year-old, chasing girls and doing, blowing stuff. Like he was focused, man. He was getting mentors. He was studying this material, right? So guys, think about this. This is what we call a self-fulfilling doom cycle. This is how you're programmed when you're born, right? And again, this is not your fault. This is how most of the world is programmed. We're programmed to look at our results. We look at the blown account. We look at our team after 6 months. We look at our body, right? We look at our relationship. If it's not good, you're looking at your results to cause your thinking. And this is not your fault. You're programmed to do this right in school. We look at a report card, don't we? Oh, Johnny's a C student. You're not a C student. That's just what you were thinking 6 months ago. And you are probably bored out of your mind because they're giving you information you have no interest in. But you accept that, I'm a C student, and you internalize that. You start to build a program, right? That's how it all starts. And then you get to a job, and then you get reviews. And again, you don't even like your job anyway, so you're getting a review. And they say, you're really not a good employee. It's like you're thinking to yourself, oh, you get depressed, right? But you don't even want to be an employee, right? So these thinking causes feelings, and feelings is vibration. If you tell me you feel sad or depressed, what you're saying is I'm consciously aware that I'm in a low vibration. If you tell me you feel excited, you're saying I'm consciously aware that I'm in a high vibration. Alex and David and all these guys and Luke, they're in a high vibration mostly all the time. That's what attraction is. Attraction responds to vibration. This is why all you guys are flocking to these dudes at the seminars. Now you don't know why, but now you do. They are setting up an attraction. That makes sense, guys? Hey, can you guys hear me? One person said they can't hear. Can you guys hear me? Let me see what's going on here. You can, okay, it's just one person. All right, good. I want to make sure. Sweet. All right, guys, so this is how we want you to be programmed, right? And you can do this starting here, now, and today. Stop looking backwards to run forward. Start with the new thinking. Start with a life script. What is your dream? What is your goal? It's the only thing you need to be thinking about. And then the other thing is gratitude. Stop looking for what you don't have and look at what you do have. If you have arms and legs, man, you're doing pretty well. If you can walk, if you can speak, right? If you're got family, friends, I mean, I could go on and on. If you got running water, roof over your head, I mean, there's always something. Just start looking for the good. That's what'll put you in a high vibration. New thinking causes new vibrations, and new vibrations sets up the body to take new actions. This is when these dudes are crushing, 12, 14-hour days and, reaching out to 100 people that they're doing, webinars 7 days in a row, right? That's what they're doing. That's action. That's the body and movement. And new actions have to cause results. And I can prove this to you. If you just set a goal of asking 10 people a day, this is so part-time. This is like a half hour. Ask 10 people a day, are you open to look at my business? You can be horrible at this. Horrible. And if you ask 10 people a day, right, that's 3,650 people in a year. Like you're going to sponsor 200 or 300 of them. This is so simple, most people miss it. All you got to do is fall in love with the process. Most of you are looking at the results and it's causing you to get into a low vibration. I should say you're allowing the results to cause a low vibration. I'm going to get a little deeper here, guys. I'm going to get a little deeper. We're going to show you the mind map and why we're programmed the way we are, but also how to change it, right? I want to leave you better off than I found you. So in this picture, we have a conscious mind, a subconscious mind, and a body. All right, this is you. This is me. This is Alex. This is Bob Proctor. This is your kids. This is everyone. Conscious, subconscious, body, right? When we're born, the subconscious is wide open to programming. When you get a little older, you start to consciously reject, I can't do that. Bryce can get to chairman 750, but something got to be special with that dude. I promise you there's nothing special. He is in a high vibration though. Now he may not know why, or maybe he does. I'm not sure. You don't have to know why. You just got to get your ass into a high vibration all the time and take action. 2 things. That's the deal. It's not 100 things. Jim Rohn said it's not 100 things you need to do. I just gave you 3 things. And number 4 is surrender to the process, right? But this is what the deal is. We're born in ignorance. Like I told you, we have worry and doubt that cause negative thinking in the conscious mind. And that negative thinking has to, by law, not by opinion, by law, suppress from your conscious into your subconscious as the emotion, the energy in motion, emotion of fear. Fear is an illusion. Fear is not a real thing. It's something you're putting energy towards. And fear has to express to and through the body as the physical form of anxiety. Guys, type a 7 in the chat if you've ever had even a little bit of anxiety. So guys, fear doesn't paralyze you. You paralyze you by feeding fear. Does that make sense? Fear doesn't do anything. It's your reaction to fear. Fear can motivate people. If you fear losing your house, you might go out and sponsor 100 people this month. So fear can be a motivator. It would be your choice to let fear paralyze you. Does that make sense? What you feed multiplies. Amen. That's the deal. But this is what anxiety is. Now, guys, if you watch this webinar enough, you will never have anxiety again. It will sink in, I promise you. Because what you got to do as soon as you have worry and doubt in your mind, you need to change to gratitude. It's as simple as that. Take action, change the gratitude, change your vibration. It's your vibration, so change it. That makes sense? Bob Proctor says that if you have a headache, it's your head. You made it ache, make it stop. Most people don't know they can do that. Anxiety leads to procrastination, right? Because it doesn't feel good, you get anxious. Oh, I started my company. I'm going to reach out to my friends. And guys, I was a mechanical engineer and I started in network marketing. I had a little bit of this. What are my friends going to think? You know what? Your friends aren't thinking. Stop worrying about what they're thinking and focus on what you want. But this is what procrastination is. Make sense? What happens is you don't like the feeling, public speaking, you like feel like you want to throw up. And it's easier to go sit on a couch, turn on Netflix and watch other people living their dreams, being millionaires on TV, than it is for you to push forward and go become your own dream. Be the star of your own movie. Stop watching everybody else on TV. Make sense? So procrastination leads to depression. It's depressing not to create. I don't make this stuff up, guys. We're born creators, right? We have the same consciousness, universal consciousness as God. If you don't think you're a creator, these iPhones don't grow on trees. You don't see a tree with iPhones popping out. We can do things that the Almighty can't. Right now, we're in a co-creation, and that's a whole different webinar. We can't do this without the Almighty, but it's a co-creation. And you can take a piece of land, but it doesn't turn into a beautiful farm without the human aspect. Co-creation. That makes sense? So it's depressing not to create. This is why people lose their minds working in a factory for 40 years, because they're not in a state of creation. And all it takes is decision. Decision and faith. Faith is the opposite of fear. So guys, from this webinar forward, I want you to live on this side of the equation. Promise me this. I want you to type in I promise. Like, I want you to live on this side of the deal. This side of the deal. Study, understanding, positive thinking. Positive thinking. Positive thinking. If somebody's spewing negativity around you, leave the room, man. I don't care if it's your wife or your kid or your husband. Just put your earmuffs on. And they're going to look at you like, why are you shutting me out? This is negative energy, man. Negative energy out, negative physical effects, right? So positive thinking, that's what it takes. You're either going to do one or the other, positive or negative. Think about that. You're always doing one or the other, negative thinking or positive. So why wouldn't you just choose positive? I promise you it's a heavenly way to live, and it's awesome. This is where faith comes from, right? We all need work on this, Brian, but you're watching the webinar. It's repetition. Every single time you watch this, you're going to get better and better and better and better. As long as you keep doing the deal, doing the work, right? The next thing you know, 5 years, 2 years, whatever it is, you're like, holy cow, I'm a Chairman 100. Like, when did that happen? That's what a quantum leap is. A quantum leap is something you look back on and recognize. It's not something you can plan for or force. So faith is a state of mind. So is heaven, so is hell, so is fear. These are all states of mind, vibrational states of mind. Faith is the frequency of thought that you need to maintain, just like energy through a wire and a light bulb, right? If you want the light to express through the bulb, you got to leave the switch on. So faith is your energy flow between when you make a decision of Chairman 100 and when you become a Chairman 100. Think about that. Now, if you're in a low vibration, you're never going to make Chairman 100. It's against physics. It's physically impossible to create. I shouldn't say that. In a low vibration, you're going to create low vibration things like a physically depressed body. You're not going to create Chairman 100. Chairman 100 is up here, man. This is where all the fun is. This is the high vibration. Nobody's setting goals like, oh man, 5 years from now, I hope I get an ulcer. My goal is to have an ulcer in 5 years. My goal is to be living on a park bench in 5 years. Like, we don't set goals in a low vibration, but that's what most people are doing. You're thinking low vibration. You're questioning all the time instead of just having faith. So faith is the frequency of mind you need to hold until you become a Chairman 100. Because once you're a Chairman 100, guess what? You don't need the faith anymore. Now you have the physical manifestation of the thing that used to be no thing, called thought energy. Is this making sense, guys? Am I getting through? Type a 7 in the chat if this is making sense. Because you guys got to understand, faith is not just a religious term. It's science. It's physics. It's vibration. All right? So faith leads to well-being and calmness. Well-being leads to a body in motion. A body in motion is an action, and a body in action is what you guys would call Bryce or Alex or David or Luke. That's what this is. At ease. The opposite of dis-ease. All right, guys? So take a look at this picture. I want you to play along with the chat. And again, if you've seen this before, no cheating. High integrity here, no cheating. What does this look like to you guys? What does this picture represent to you guys? What does this picture look like to you guys? Stress, anxiety, absolutely. 12 p.m. on a Monday. Monday's as good as any other day, man. I love me some Mondays. I closed about 100K in deals on Monday. It's like loving that Monday. Right? We become what we think. So stop thinking Monday sucks or you're going to make Monday suck. Self-sabotage, anxiety. Yeah, all that stuff, right? Overwhelmed. This is what fear looks like. The emotion, the energy in motion, emotion of fear. This is what doubt looks like. Right? Stop doubting yourself. You're causing self-sabotage. If you're going to doubt anything, right? Doubt that you can't make it. That might sound funny. Doubt that you, like, there's no way possible I can't make Chairman 100. It's just, I got to do a certain thing for a certain period of time and I'm there. Make sense? And this is what worry looks like. Guys, write this one down. You should have this printed out somewhere, man. Make it, put it in a picture frame. Worrying is praying for what you don't want. That's the deal. Worrying is praying for what you don't want. Affirmations are praying for what you do want. That makes sense? Now, whatever energy you're putting out into the universe, that's what you're going to get back. That's just physics, right? It's cause and effect. It's not opinion. So guys, what does this picture look like to you guys? You know this handsome dude. What does this look like? What does this represent to you guys? What does this look like to you guys? Happiness? I would think so, huh? Success, for sure. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Here's one thing you guys probably don't know. You're on this webinar, you're successful. And I'm not blowing smoke up your ass either. Think about this. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. You're successful the instant you make a decision to pursue. Success is not Chairman 100. That's an illusion. Success is when you decide to pursue Chairman 100 and you take action every single day. It's the progressive pursuit of a worthy ideal known as a goal. Does that make sense? I'm not making this up either. It's not when you get there. That's the effect. Success is the cause. That's the day-to-day grind. You're successful the instant you join the company and decided to pursue it. Now, if you guys are checking in and out, if you're sometimes in and sometimes out, if you're half-assing it, if you're not representing, if you're not studying, then that's on you. That's not the company or the industry. That's on you for being weak-minded and weak-willed, right? So we got to knock that crap off. But if you're doing certain things in a certain way, you have the vehicle, I promise you. All right? So this is a picture of what faith looks like, by the way. This is what faith looks like, right? Alex didn't wonder if he was going to be successful. And he was in another company before this. Same with Grant Cardone. These people, they don't wonder, am I going to be successful? They make a decision and move forward. And if they're not successful in this company, they get another company. If it's not that one, they'll do this one. If it's not this industry, they go to that industry. Right? That's what faith is. Faith is knowing. Faith backed by persistence and a burning desire, right out of Think and Grow Rich. See, persistence is the physical expression of faith. You would not persist at something unless you believed you could achieve it. That makes sense? So if you guys have been working in this business, you're telling me that you, somewhere deep inside, you believe you can hit Chairman 100 or whatever your goal is, Chairman 25, Chairman 10. Guys, do me a favor. What is your goal? Type in the chat. What is your goal inside of IML? What is your goal? Let's see where we're at. Let's see what kind of players we got here. Oh, boom. Wow, this is pretty unanimous. Love it, love it, love it. Rise to the top. Rise to the top isn't a goal because it's hard to measure. It's got to be a number and a time. To make money is not a goal. You're already making money. Short-term P150, that's not a goal. That's just what you think you can do. A goal is something you don't know how to do. I'm going to show you a little bit about that too. C10, cool, love it. Awesome, guys. Well, let me get into some methods of operation. We hit you with some mindset, right? We hit you with some mindset. I hit you with the industry. Stop wondering about network marketing. Don't believe a professional network marketer can out-earn a professional surgeon. Think about that. Somebody go to school for 12 years, be a brain surgeon, not earn $1 million a year. Professional network marketer could be 22 years old doing that. A professional network marketer, though, not just because you're in network marketing. You see the difference? Professional. Let's compare profession to profession. And honestly, I don't know what, professional real estate investor might do better than a professional network marketer, but probably not a professional realtor, right? I am coaching the #1 realtor in the world right now. Multiple businesses, and he doesn't make anywhere near what the top level network marketers are earning. Now, real estate investing is different, all right? So, guys, we're going to get in a little action here. Write this stuff down. We're going to get you the slide deck too. Daily method of operation. I already talked to you about this. 3 things, guys, right? Study in your mind. We're going to give you the code for Mindset Masters. Study in your craft, right? iMarkets Live, iMarkets Academy, and take daily measurable action. If you're not measuring and tracking, you're not in business. If you don't look at your calendar and tell me when you're working, I'm trading from 9:30 to 11:30. I'm prospecting from here to here. I'm doing this on Saturdays. I'm plugged into this thing. If you can't look at your calendar and show me when you're working, you are not in business, right? And if you're not tracking, you're not in business. You're kind of tinkering with this. You know, what did Alex do, right? What does Grant Cardone do? What does Bob Proctor? What would I do if I came in your company, right? I'm gonna get down, analyze the hell out of it, and I'm gonna move forward in a blind fury of awesomeness, right? And I'm not saying that to brag or anything. It's just I just see it, right? There is no question. There's no doubt. There's no worry. You guys can get like this too, right? So daily measurable action. So let's talk about some of this stuff. Again, the Mindset Masters, if this is resonating with you, we don't need you to do this, but if it is, we have a program at 67 cents a day, and we teach this type of information, mindset, right? We're Bob Proctor's #1 coach in the world. If this is resonating, I'll drop a link in the chat here. You can click on it. Again, I don't need you to do this. This is not some pitch. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, don't. All right, guys, but that's one thing. You could also read Think and Grow Rich, right? You could read Think and Grow Rich. You could read, your company has all kinds of mindset stuff. Neville Goddard's, right? There's all kinds of stuff. Power of Awareness. I mean, Thomas Troward. There's study in your mind, though, right? And then take daily measurable action. Paper trade. There's an anomaly. Paper trade. Make sure you guys are paper trading, just like they teach you. If you start live trading too soon with emotion, you're going to blow accounts. But you want to make sure you're doing that. Prospecting. How many people a day? Answer this question, guys, and just be honest. How many people today did you ask, are they open to taking a look at your business? Type in the chat. How many people today did you ask, are you open to taking a look at my business? 0, 10? That's to be honest. 3? That's good. I did 10, right? I did 10. That's my deal. Now I'm the #2 earner in the whole company. It's a 5-hour week deal, but I still did 10 today because that's a building block, right? So there's nothing wrong with that, guys. It is what it is. But tomorrow, what are you going to do, right? Let's not, right? Let's have a daily method of operation. Let's have a goal. It's not a goal. Sorry, it's not a goal. That's just something you need to do. You know how to reach out to 10 people, so that's not a goal. That's something you know how to do. That's just a method of operation that you need to do for yourself and your family. All right, guys? And then surrender to the process. So the goal is Chairman 750, right? And I'm going to show you what a goal is here. Right, guys? So weekly method of operation. Weekly, right? You got to plug in to the trainings. You got to plug in to certain things on certain days. Now, you don't have to hit all 5 trainings. That's probably too much for most of you. But have your system. You know, I attend a presentation on Mondays. I do this on Tuesdays, do this here, and on Saturdays, do this, right? Map it out on your calendar and map it out going forward forever until you hit Chairman 750. That makes sense? Weekly method of operation. Your team is going to do what you do, or a fraction of it. If you're not showing up, they ain't showing up. That's what network marketing is. That's why I still prospect 10 people a day. I still recruit, right? They're not going to do what I'm not going to do, and I can't ask them to do anything I'm not doing. That's a double binding message. And then promotions, guys, right? You got to be master promoters. The highest paying activity in network marketing is not recruiting. The highest paid activity is promotions, and I can prove it to you. Think about Alex. He goes all over the world on tour. What is that? He's in front of thousands of people promoting the company. And people just build and sign and build and sign. Promote the company, promote the trainings, promote yourselves, right? Promotions, promotions, promotions. Be vocal, right? Now, don't make up stories. Don't do any of the dumb stuff that network marketers do. Don't be flashing the Rolexes and the dumb stuff. That's horrible for the industry. Be honest, right? This is a grind. This is a hustle. It's an industry, but there's no income ceilings. You can put the next 20 years into your electrical company, or you can put the next 20 years here, and you can have 2 totally different things. Or you can do both. You can do this part-time. Right? So be honest with people. All right, guys? weekly method of operation. I'm going to give you guys some paradigm shifting tools. This is how you rewire the subconscious mind. We're going to talk about goal cards, which I know you guys have, vision boards, and life scripts. We're going to take it a little deeper on some of the stuff than even Bob does, right? You know that you're supposed to have a goal card, but you might not know why, right? There's a metaphysical thing that happens. When you have something in your pocket that you're touching, it sends vibrations to your brain. You don't even have to read it. You touch it. And you do have to read it. But what I'm telling you, when it's in your pocket and you can touch it, it triggers everything in your mind, right? It sets up the vibration. So a goal card is a short paragraph with a clear goal. I'm so happy and grateful now that by January 1, 2022, I am a chairman 750 and I achieved it in a calm, confident manner. Something like that. You want an amount and you want a time. That's why don't just say I want to earn more money, because the universe will put a penny in front of you on the ground. There's more money, right? Think about this, very literal. You can't say I want to get healthy. You're already healthy at some level, right? So be very specific for your subconscious. It's carried in your pocket, in your purse. You might have multiple cards that say the same thing in multiple places. Read it in the morning and read it at night 10 times out loud. Most of you are not doing that. I don't even have to ask you that, because it's one of those things you don't have a habit. And it's, well, I have the goal. I don't need to do that. I feel kind of silly in front of my wife doing that. Well, guess what? 1% of the earth is earning 96% of the wealth because they do silly stuff. They speak it out loud. They have a life script. They do the things that the other people don't do. So most of what we're going to show you here might sound silly. And only less than 1% of the population has their goals written. So think about that. Here we are again. We're in the mind map. You got the goal in the conscious mind. You have to use auto-suggestion 10 times in the morning, 10 times at night. That's how you get the goal from the conscious to the subconscious. Think this is the deal. Once it's in the subconscious mind causes the body to move into action. This is what vibration is, right? And it expresses and causes what you call results. Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Chairman 50. But you need consistent energy flows. Everything in the universe is created with consistent energy flow. If I flick that light switch on the wall up and down, what's going to happen? Intermittent results, intermittent light. That's what most of you are doing. You go hard for a week or 2 weeks, and then you check out for a month. That ain't cutting it. That ain't cutting it. I'd rather see you do it less, but more consistently. Guys, I'm the number 2 earner in our company with a 5-hour-a-week business model. I got a lot of stuff going on. It's like the 5th thing I do, but I am the most consistent person in the whole company. I do not waver. I don't care what's COVID. I don't care if there's a nuclear bomb goes off. I do not stop promoting. I don't stop showing up. I don't care if I lose a whole line. I just keep doing the damn thing. It doesn't matter. That's environmental stuff. All right, guys, that makes sense? So that's what the deal is. This is what we're doing here. Vision board. Some of you might have a vision board, and some of it might be a small piece of paper. I always say small vision board, small vision, right? Small vision board, small vision. And I don't have my vision book here. It's in the other room, but I usually have a vision book. I'll show you what this looks like. But the vision board is the results of the goal achieved. This is where the Rolexes show up. This is you photoshopped with the Ferrari. This is you at the Porsche Towers. This is you at your family on vacation. This is the time where you get to play with your visuals, right? Picture's worth 1,000 words. It reinforces the goal to the subconscious. So the goal card and the vision board work hand in hand, and they're both necessary. Again, I'm going to prove why. It's not enough just to say, oh, I need a vision board. I'm going to show you why. We think in pictures. We don't think in words, right? If I was speaking Chinese right now, most of you or none of you would understand anything. But I'm painting pictures in your mind with the frequencies and the tonalities of my voice, right? We think in pictures. And you can go all the way back to the Stone Age in the days of these tribes, and you can find these drawings, right? Hieroglyphics and drawings on walls, and you'll see pictures of the big hunt, drawing pictures of the big hunt. But here's what I want you to understand. These people weren't drawing pictures of something that happened. They were drawing pictures of something they wanted to call into existence. They were starving. It was winter. Like people are dying. They were praying to the gods, drawing in pictures, setting up vibration to co-create and bring the animals to them. Does this make sense, guys? This is the deal. So it's the same with you. You need the state of mind must be the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That means you have to live and breathe, Chairman 750. If you guys were serious about those goals, you have to live it and breathe it and act it. I'm not telling you to go blow a bunch of money. You can buy a $100 suit and look just as sharp as a $10,000 suit, right? And you can carry yourself and you can build the tonalities and the confidence. You can talk a certain way. You can think and act and breathe. You can listen to these chairmen and then emulate them, right? You can act as if, and you can do that right now, starting tonight. So guys, this is a 4-foot by 8-foot vision board that I have, and I have 3 of them. And I am broadcasting to you from this home. Now, this is 2 years ago. This home, it's a multi-million-dollar lake house with 650 feet of frontage with 3 docks, right? And there's a 100K boat out there now. And I don't say this to impress you. Honestly, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But what I'm saying is it got on the vision board. It caused me to look at it, caused my body to move into action. Now, this house was never for sale. This house was never for sale, but it was on my vision board. Well, look what else is on the vision board. This one here, this home at one point was the most expensive home in the country, 160 million. It's right there in Florida. But that's a reminder to me, right? So small vision board, small vision. Get yourself a big ass vision board. Stop putting those pictures up there. All right, guys? Life script. Life script. We're coming to the end here. This is the most important part of the whole webinar. If you get nothing else out of this, do this one thing. A life script is you scripting out your life. Think about it. It's called the actor's technique. It's literally you taking some time. And again, unfortunately, most of you probably won't do this. This is what plagues the entire world, which is why people don't succeed. But for those of you who do, you'll take the time to write out your life as if. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm living in Florida and the Porsche Towers, man. I'm living, 2 floors down from Alex. Got my Ferrari. I'm living in a perfectly healthy body. I got my girl and my husband, my family, taking everybody on vacation. I'm connected to God and the infinite. Life is good. We travel. We're traveling 1 week out of every month and 2 months out of every year. We got money coming in from multiple revenue sources. It's you speaking like this into a microphone recorder or into your phone and recording it, but as if. You're acting as if, not in the future, as if. Does that make sense? And inside of the Mindset Masters, I'll put the link here. Inside of the Mindset Masters, guys, we have a tutorial on a life script. So if you want to go in there, again, I know it might break the bank at 67 cents a day, but we have this, and you can actually join and grab the life script and then quit if you want. Like, we're not trying to, trick you guys into joining the Mindset Masters, all right? It's a written and spoken story of your life. That's what it is, the actor's technique. You're brainwashing yourself. If you want to be honest, for the first time in your life, you're in control of the brainwashing. And as soon as I get up at 4 in the morning, boom, my earbuds go in. It's me speaking to myself. I don't give time for the world or anything else to get in my mind and start clouding my day. Make sense? This is how you rewire that operating system, spaced repetition. And at first, you might not like the sound of your own voice. I don't care. Do it anyway. Re-record your life script once a month and enhance it, right? Work on it. And again, guys, it's called the actor's technique. If you remember the movie Batman, Heath Ledger, right? These brilliant actors, they read these parts, they read these life scripts over and over and over. And a good actor doesn't act, they actually become. And they have to unwind themselves out of these roles. People like Robin Williams, Heath Ledger, right? I think what happens with them is they do so many parts so deep that they lose connection from actually who they are. And that's why I think Heath Ledger committed suicide. This character was so damn dark. I mean, look at his eyes in this picture. Is this dude acting or is he the Joker? If you've seen the movie, you lose track of Heath Ledger. And if you've seen the new Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, holy shit. I mean, I'm surprised that dude wasn't hanging from a rope. He played that part ridiculous. I mean, he leaned down, right? He is the Joker. You are a Chairman 750. Does that make sense? He is the Joker. You are a Chairman 750. You are what you think you are, the instant you think you are. Does that make sense, guys? Hopefully this is hitting home. Hopefully we're dropping some bombs. Again, guys, play along with me here. And if you watched this last week, please don't cheat on this one. Guys, in all of history, all over the world, multiple nations, multiple religions, multiple tribes all over the world. In recorded history, there's only one tribe that was documented. Every time they did a rain dance, it rained. Think about this. Now, everybody else all over history, all over the world, when they would do a rain dance, maybe it rained, maybe it didn't. It was only a coincidence. But one tribe in the history of the earth, it was recorded every time they did a rain dance, it rained. Why do you guys think that is? And again, if you saw this last week, have some integrity and no cheating. Faith. There it is. Faith. Intention. Why else do you think? Every time they did a rain dance, it rained. Belief, power of the mind. These are all correct. Law of attraction. One with the universe. Vibration. Guys, listen to this one. Listen to this one. Put your phone down. Calm your mind and listen to this one. The reason why this tribe caused it to rain every time they did a rain dance is because they danced until it rained. They danced until it rained. So dance until you're a Chairman 750. Stop guessing. Stop wondering. Get in a faith-based vibration and do the damn work. Make sense? This is easy. It's so easy. If I could put it in a syringe and inject it into your asses, I would. Right? But it's the deal. It's part of the life journey. You got to learn this stuff. That makes sense though, doesn't it? Dance until it rains, man. That's persistence. Backed by faith, no butt shots. Right? Persistence backed by faith and a burning desire. Now, I can't help you with the burning desire. If you're a human being and you don't have a burning desire to be more, I got nothing for you. The only reason you might not have a burning desire, though, is because you might not believe you can do the thing. Does that make sense? You might not believe you can do the thing. But I'm showing you can do the thing. So let's get back into the burning desire part of it, all right, guys? So wealth is 95% mindset and 5% what you do. Think about this, right? Decision, decision, decision. These people do not wonder. Decision, decision, right? Think about this. That's all you got to do is decide. You can do that right now. You can just never mind anything that ever happened and make a decision. All right, guys. So again, I'm going to put this in the chat one last time. If you want to join us inside of the Mindset Masters, you can do that there. And we can help you out with the mindset piece of it. We do daily live coaching. We do, some of you are probably in there. We do 60-minute coaching just like this, but you can interact with us, myself and Madison. We do mindset. We train on network marketing. Go ahead and type that there, and I'll leave that in the chat for a bit. And again, guys, I want you to imagine what your life would be like. Imagine what your life would be like. You've seen this stuff, right? Chairman 25, Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Chairman 50. Guys, what if it took 10 years to get to Chairman 100? Would it be worth it? What does that look like? What does it feel like? What does your vision board look like? These are all pictures from my vision book, by the way. Every single picture I'm showing you is my vision book, right? You can work from a place like this. Right, guys? Imagine you have to visualize every single day faith-based gratitude. I am. You guys have that as your company. It's not IML, it's I am. I am is recognizing that you are part of the same creative consciousness of that which created everything. And if God can create the universe and the stars, you sure as hell can create Chairman 750. Wouldn't you agree? Guys, type a 7 in the chat if you're agreeing with that statement, right? If the Almighty can create the universe and the stars with the same creative power, then you can do the same thing. But you got to believe, you got to have faith, you got to see it, see it, see it. You got to minimize this stuff, right? Chairman 100, Chairman 500, not that big a deal. Now it's awesome, don't get me wrong, but it's just a starting point, right? Decision, 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 guys. So again, guys, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I say the insanity is watching this webinar and then not joining us into the Mindset Masters, right? Kind of a no-brainer. Bear with me for a second, guys. What I want to do now is I want to bring my main man, the man of the hour, back onto the webinar here. Curtis, if you're with me. And I want you guys to understand something. Take a look. For those of you that know Curtis, by the way, for those of you that know Curtis, take a look at what this dude's doing in a short amount of time. How did this young gentleman get my attention, right? How did he convince me? How did he sell me on the idea of doing this, right? And look at where he's going. Watch, pay attention to him over the next 6 months, 12 months. Like, he's going to leave a lot of people in the dust. But guess what? He can't do it alone. Can't do it alone. There's nobody at the top doing it alone. And if you're on this webinar, I would suggest that you get with this young man. Pick his brain a little bit. He understands something. He's moving in that direction, right? Join up with this dude. Understand what's going on. Like, he is moving in the direction. I already know he sees David, right? Chairman 750. When he sees that picture, he sees his head on that picture, right? So Curtis, if you can hear me, brother, come back on and wrap it up with these guys. It's been my pleasure. It's been my honor, guys. Hopefully we left some nuggets here and some value. It's my honor to serve you. Hopefully you got some really, really good value out of that. And again, we're going to send this out and it's recorded. So I'll get it to Curtis. We'll get it out to you guys. Curtis, if you're on here, brother.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and jump back on. We'll let you take it home.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Brian. Thank you so much. Can we just drop some fire in the chat? Drop some fire in the chat. Like I still study this stuff and my mind still goes like all the time when I go back to it, study it, right? Just drop some fire in the chat. I do have the PowerPoint, right? This is something like if you guys are wondering what I study every day, the type of stuff I study, right? If I make money, lose money, it doesn't matter, right? Money is a piece of paper. It's not really real, right? It's what you think, right? That's what gets you far in life. That's really what it is. And this is something I talk about all the time. And some people overlook it and some people worry, think about why you don't have the results. And this is it, right? This is it. So this, I have many goals and, things that are going to get accomplished, but it all starts from here. It all starts from here. I'm going to look back at this moment. Like you'll look back at these calls. Some will take this information serious. Some won't, right? And that's the people we talk about, see you at the top. And this is the type of stuff that people do that are at the top. Right, so I know we have the 9 p.m. training, right? I want to hold anybody. I do have the PowerPoint. I'll send it out and everything, but I appreciate you all. I appreciate you, Brian, right? And I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded, and we're never looking down on anybody unless we're willing to pick them up. See you guys.